This is lesson 2-3 part 2. In this equation we're going to learn how to graph linear equations using slope-intercept form. So here we have an equation that's in standard form, and in order to graph this line, the first thing we're going to want to do is rewrite it in slope-intercept form. So that means we have to solve for y. So first thing we'll do is subtract 5x on each side. So that gives us negative 4y equals negative 5x plus 16. Then divide both sides by negative 4. When you divide the right side by negative 4, you have to divide all parts. So we end up with y equals, two negatives make a positive, so that's positive 5/4 x. One negative makes it negative, so 16 divided by negative 4 is negative 4. So there's our equation in slope-intercept form. In example B, we're going to do the same thing, but we have fractions. So first we'll add 3/4 x on both sides. So we have 1/2 y equals 3/4 x minus 1. And then because we have a fraction here, we'll multiply by the reciprocal, which is 2 on both sides. So 1/2 times 2 is just 1y. 2 times 3/4 becomes 3/2. And 2 times negative 1 is 1/2. And I'll leave part C for you to do. So if we want to graph an equation that's such as these, we first solve it for y to get it in slope-intercept form. So I'll add 2x on each side, and I get y equals 2x plus 1. Then to graph it, you will first put the y-intercept on the graph. So on the y-axis, I go to 1 and put a point. From that point, I use the slope to get additional points. Since the slope is a whole number, I can think of 2 as being 2 over 1, rise over run. So from my starting point, I go up 2 over 1. There's a new point. And I can do that multiple times, up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1. Once you have enough points where you can see where the line's going, then draw a line through your points, and that's the first one. For the second one, we're going to solve for y, so we'll subtract 4x. So we have negative 7y equals negative 4x plus 14. Dividing both sides by negative 7. Remember, on the right-hand side, you divide all parts. So we get y equals negative 4 over negative 7. Two negatives make a positive, so that's 4/7 x. 14 divided by negative 7 is negative 2. So we graph it by putting the y-intercept on first. So negative 2 goes on the y-axis. Then we use the slope of 4/7, and we're going to go up 4 over 7 right there. And we can go the other direction if we want to, down 4 over 7 to get an additional point, and then we can draw the line. And that is graphing lines from slope-intercept form.